Plus fort, Quentin Tarantino!
Wow, I'm still getting over being said hello to by the maestro Ennio Morricone in front of a bunch of people. Yeah, this is the 50th anniversary of Fistful of Dollars, and a lot of people use that occasion to say, oh, it's the 50th anniversary of the birth of the spaghetti westerns. Well, it's definitely that. That goes without saying. But from where I'm standing, where I'm coming from, to me, it's the 50th anniversary of the birth of what we now call modern filmmaking. Every action director, every director who ever used, as opposed to using score as background movie music, but to put it up front, any director who ever cut his movie to the piece of music, to the actual notes, to the cymbal crash, and boom, I'm going to make a cut, which was not done before. Any director who ever did that, any director who ever took genre pieces and actually had the grandiose idea to present them larger than life, that started 50 years ago. But you can't say, in some ways, Fistful of Dollars is one of the great auteur pieces of all time. But one of the things that makes the film so great, that while you have to cross yourself every time you say Sergio Leone's name, when you talk about it, you must also, with the exact same breath that you use to say Sergio Leone's name, you have to sing the praises of both Ennio Morricone and Clint Eastwood. A great director's two greatest collaborators. And the proof is in the pudding. The way we think of Morricone was born 50 years ago with Fistful of Dollars. The way we think of the Western icon that Clint Eastwood has become for 50 years straight to today started 50 years ago with this movie. And you need no more proof than to watch his big introduction scene when he kills the Baxter's men right at the beginning, with one of the coolest badass fucking speeches in the history of action cinema. That is why a hero was born that day. Now I'd like to ask a question. How many people here have seen the movie? Raise your hands. Okay, there. Okay, down, hands down. Okay, now how many people here haven't seen the movie? Okay. All right, now, hands down. Hands down. Now, let me ask you another question. All right, how many people here are 40 and younger? Raise your hands. 40 and younger. Okay. Now, I got something to tell you guys. If you only know Clint Eastwood from the last 20 years, since he's been an old man, you don't know Clint Eastwood. He was one of the sexiest motherfuckers during this time who ever existed. And by the way, that's another thing Sergio Leone brought to Westerns. Western heroes weren't sexy before Leone. Sometimes the bad guys, you know, the anti-heroes. Kirk Douglas and Doug Holliday and Gunfight at the OK Corral. A few examples. But if you remember, if you think about it, the Western heroes in the American Westerns, it was always about them being tough and always about them being about the rule of law. they didn't look cool. They looked badass, or they looked tough, and they looked heroic. But they didn't look cool, they didn't look sexy, women didn't think about fucking them all the time. Sergio Leone changed that as well.
Avant, les héros de western n'étaient pas vraiment des types très très beaux, et Sergio Leone a aussi changé ça avec Clint Eastwood, qui est aussi, de ce point de vue-là, l'un des héros les plus sexy de l'histoire du cinéma.